Batwoman number 11. Kay Perkins writing this. I didn't realise this wasn't Bennett before I read it. It wasn't just. I just looked at the issue and went, "Oh, it's Perkins jumping over from Superwoman," and Scott Godlewski on art. And this was actually, I thought, quite not in the traditional use of the word, but delightful little one and done story with Professor Pig, who I always enjoy seeing. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this as well, but I was into it.
I didn't love it. It was solid.
Yeah, I enjoyed parts of it. Have we gotten a definitive Pig origin? Like, or is this just meant to be a mystery?
I can't remember
she seemed pretty... Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't remember how much they went into it in Morrison's original, story with him. This issue certainly implies that he has been in contact and or met Alice at some point.
Yeah, and he kind of knows her identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he seems to know her, and I like the idea of Alice and Professor Pig being buddies.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. Especially given what her looks like, it kind of goes along with the whole idea of the dolls and all the rest of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's very into the Lewis Carroll.
Yeah.
Professor Pig. Another thing, why exactly does he do this? Like, I get that not every Batman villain needs the reason, but I feel like...
I'd have to go back and read to give you anything specific. I just like it because it's creepy as shit.
Okay, if I can accept it on that level too. I just didn't know if I'm forgetting something, because I love Pig in that Batman and Robin run.
Oh, he's great. He's basically like a serial killer turned up to 11.
Yeah,
for
he's
Batman.
So demented. It's so great.
I love it.
And the fact, like, when you find out that he makes the porcelain from the bones of the victim.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that added the creep factor.
That's the thing. Let's not gloss over the ginger character in this book. There's a couple of friends. They're in Cairo and they're looking at the pyramids and whatnot. And he makes some comment about, let's go talk to the local girls. They love gingers. And then they get...
I just want to say, they love American gingers. I'm exempt from this. I'm not to be lumped in with these pricks.
But then later on the same page, he gets turned down really quickly. His friends I thought they liked gingers, and I was just giggling to myself. I like that some ginger humor is making its way into my comic books. It's the best.
Oh, of course you do.
It's the best. I loved all this stuff with Batwoman kind of like in Cairo at night, like looking for the victims and like the Daltrons going around.
Yeah.
Trying
the
to
Daltrons are super creepy. I mean,
oh yeah.
I feel like they have a walk, like you can't tell because it's art, but I feel like they have a staggering zombie kind of walk that makes them a little bit more creepy.
I can see it.
Yeah. No, I get you.
I can see it. I also really like when Batwoman gets there. It feels very violent. Like, he almost stabs Julia, and like he throws knives at Batwoman, which he stops with a key. Like I like how he's just going for the sharp objects. Like it feels like a proper demented serial killer. I've always liked that about Pig.
Like that. I wasn't super big on the flashbacks. They feel a little bit superfluous.
The flashbacks. I mean, I like the flashback in and of itself.
I like the Halloween.
Yeah, the Halloween flashback.
I like what it is, but as to what it actually adds to the issue.
Well, the whole thing is that basically it's all motivation for Kate to kind of, because Sophia at one point said something like, "Oh, you don't know the truth about Alice," or and she kind of like wrote it off as, "Oh, it's just crazy talk." But the comment from Pig and her kind of like ignoring stuff, kind of leading to people being hurt, and like she could have saved more if she hadn't ignored stuff. It's kind of the motivation at the end for her to go back and try and like dig into the past of Alice and try and figure out like Alice / Beth and find out how did she become how she was and all that. I feel like that's what we're getting next. That seems like what it's building up to.
Yeah, maybe. It just sounded a bit like easy, when she's just like, she's just remembering this flashback. She hears, bag of bones. Oh yeah, the bones, porcelain, of course. It felt a little bit like, okay, really?
Well, to me, that just felt like it was like that was the connection that made us think of it, but that wasn't really like the thematic reason for us to get the flashback's not the same reason why she is thinking about it. If that makes sense.
No, I get it, but it just didn't. It didn't necessarily work for me in context of the issue.
It was the comic book equivalent of an Arrow transition to a flashback.
Yeah, and we call shit on those all the time.
Oh no, we do. So. No, it's fair. I like the flashback in and of itself. I agree the reason for going to it was a bit convoluted.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
But yeah, no, I like this more than the arc that we just had with the lab with the Scarecrow stuff. I like this more than that.
Yeah, it's kind of on par for me.
I thought the Scarecrow
Which
stuff
is to
was.
say, I still like it.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
The Scarecrow stuff was just dragged out a bit too long for me, whereas this I felt it was really tight as a one issue thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll agree there, but I still liked that Scarecrow stuff. I liked the progression it made with her in Colony Prime. You know, like they kind of teased a coexistence down the line, maybe. And here I like that it gets back to. I feel like we forgot about Julia Pennyworth, right?
Yeah,
it's Julia. Yeah, just had a lapse for a hot second.
No, I will say it's still leading towards her, this path to this future version that we've seen.
Yeah.
With her going, talking about, she needs to reevaluate her redefine her way of justice, and it feels like, okay, is she going to get lethal?
It does actually kind of feel. It feels like everything is kind of complementing Detective Comics because, like you say, the whole idea that she might team up with Colony at some point, like that's kind of feeding into what we've seen in Detective a little bit in the last couple of issues. Future stuff.
I feel if there's going to be any Bat character that goes the way of Punisher, everyone always wants it to be Jason, but I feel out of anybody it should be Kate.